You are one paycheck away from everything falling apart. And the worst part? You already know it. That tight feeling in your chest when you check your bank account, that quick mental calculation you do before you swipe your card, that quiet dread at the end of the month when the numbers just do not add up. That is not a math problem. That is a life problem. And it is eating you alive silently every single day. But here is what nobody tells you. The people who have figured this out, the ones sleeping soundly at night without financial anxiety chewing through their piece, they did not get lucky. They did not win the lottery. They did not land some extraordinary job. They learned something, a specific way of thinking about money that most people never get taught. And today, that is exactly what we are going to break down together. Now, before we go further, there are related programs linked down in the video description below. Most people scroll past things like that and then spend another 3 years wondering why nothing changes. If you are serious about getting your finances under control for real this time, at least look. But for now, let us get into what actually works. Let us start with the real reason budgets fail, because you have probably tried to budget before. Maybe you downloaded an app, maybe you wrote things down, maybe you told yourself this month would be different. And then life happened. An unexpected bill, a bad week, a moment of exhaustion where you just bought the thing because you deserved something good after everything you had been through. And just like that, the budget was dead. Here's the thing, that was not a willpower failure. That was a system failure. The budget you tried was designed to punish you, not protect you. It was rigid when life is not. It treated you like a spreadsheet instead of a human being with real emotions, real stress, and real moments of weakness. No wonder it collapsed. The budgets that actually work long-term are built on a completely different foundation. They are built around your actual life, not some ideal version of it. And the first shift you need to make is this. Stop trying to spend less on everything and start deciding on purpose what matters most to you. Think about it this way. Every dollar you spend is a vote for what you value. When you buy coffee every morning without thinking, you are voting for that. When you pay for a subscription you forgot about, you are voting for that. The average person wastes between $200 and $400 every single month on spending they cannot even remember making. That is not living. That is leaking. Now flip that around. What if you took even half of that, $200 a month, and redirected it deliberately? In 1 year, that is $2,400. In 5 years, if invested at a modest return, that becomes well over $15,000. From money that was already in your hands, already yours, already gone before you've even noticed it. This is the difference between people who build real financial stability and people who stay stuck. It is not income. Study after study shows that people earning more money frequently save less proportionally than people who earn modest incomes but manage those incomes with intention. The researchers who track financial behavior consistently find the same pattern. Awareness, intention, and system are what separate the two groups. So here is the practical framework that actually sticks. It has 3 parts. The first part is called your foundation layer. This is your non-negotiables: housing, utilities, groceries, transportation. These are fixed. You calculate them once, you set them aside first, before anything else touches your account. The biggest budgeting mistake people make is treating bills as things they will get to. No, bills go first. Automatically. Done. The second part is your freedom layer. This is where people get budgeting wrong the most. They eliminate fun completely. They become financial monks. And then 3 weeks in they crack and spend $200 on a night out because they have been miserable. The freedom layer is a set amount decided in advance that is yours to spend however you want with zero guilt. This is not irresponsible. This is psychologically essential. When you feel free within a structure, you stop fighting the structure. The third part is your future layer. This is the part that changes your life, even if it starts at $20 a month, even if it starts at $10. You pay your future self first, every month without exception, not what is left over, first. This is what financial professionals and behavioral economists consistently point to as the single most powerful habit in long-term financial transformation. Automation plus consistency over time creates outcomes that feel almost impossible when you first start. Now here is where the emotional weight of this really lands. Imagine being 5 years from now and looking back. One version of you spent 5 years the way you have been spending them. Stressed, reactive, always behind, never quite catching up, watching opportunities pass because you simply did not have the cushion to take them. The other version of you made one real decision 5 years ago and followed through. That version has options. That version does not panic when the car needs work. That version takes the trip, makes the investment, helps the family member without destroying themselves. The difference between those two versions of you is not 5 years. It is one decision made consistently. That is it. Pattern interrupt. Let us talk about something most budgeting videos never touch. Your relationship with money is emotional, not logical. You already know you should save. You already know you should track spending. The reason you have not consistently done it is not because you lacked information. It is because of the story you have been telling yourself about money since you were a child. That money is hard to get, that it always runs out, that people like you do not really get ahead. Those stories are powerful, and they are quietly running your financial life in the background right now. The people who shift from financial stress to financial confidence are not just learning new tactics, they are changing their identity. They start seeing themselves as someone who is responsible with money. And once that identity shifts, the behaviors follow naturally. This is what the most respected financial psychology researchers have documented over and over. Identity drives behavior far more reliably than discipline does. And here is something that catches people off guard. The moment you start treating your budget like a tool instead of a punishment, the moment you start celebrating small wins instead of obsessing over every setback, the whole experience changes. It becomes something you actually want to engage with, because it is working for you instead of against you. Disqualification moment. If you are looking for a get-rich-quick trick, this is not that. If you want a magic number or a single hack that fixes everything overnight, that does not exist. But if you are someone who is genuinely tired of the cycle, tired of feeling behind, tired of the anxiety, tired of working hard and still having nothing to show for it, then you are exactly the kind of person who can transform their finances permanently. Because you actually want something real, and real is what works. The people who implement these frameworks, not just read about them but actually use them, report something that goes beyond dollars and cents. They describe a feeling of control they had never experienced before. They describe sleeping better, making clearer decisions, fighting less about money with people they love. This is not just about numbers. This is about freedom, about dignity, about the quiet confidence that comes from knowing you're building something instead of just surviving. You have been surviving long enough. The related programs in the description below are not for everyone. If you are comfortable with where your finances are, if you feel truly confident and in control, you do not need them. But if something in this video hit differently, if something stirred that part of you that knows things need to change, do not ignore that feeling. Most people feel it and scroll past. They come back a year later still in the same place wondering why. The ones who act on it, who actually take that step when the moment is right, those are the ones who look back and cannot believe they waited as long as they did. That next step is right there in the description. Right now is the moment.